Hello everyone, this is Kurokku Speaks, coming at you with my my other video. Don't know how many I have now. I think seven videos. Woo! Yeah. So, let us review. Today I'm reviewing an OC, horror / creepypasta OC known as Charon, I believe. And I will be doing that. So yeah, let's get into this. Well, first off, as I say to pretty much everyone, I need you to please put the, how to pronounce the name. And even though some people are like, oh, but it's so easy to, spell the name. Yeah. It might be, but still. It would be really nice if you just did that because, that's a lot easier. Okay, so anyway, name Charon. Is there anything else? Like, does she have a last name? Meaning fierce brightness. Written, I'm not gonna even, Pasta name, the ferryman. Age likely hundreds of years old. Sexuality asexual. Is it a boy or a girl? Oh, okay, you explain that later. Okay, anyway. Story, the ferryman. I guess I'm gonna need to read this, huh? Reading. Okay, I'm gonna read this. So pardon me if I suck at reading this. This is the ferryman. So I guess it's Charon. Oh, if it's a boy, then it'd be like Charon, Marvin. All right. Anyway, have you ever gotten a bad feeling from a new student, or maybe a recently employed coworker? I don't normally, but when I see I grammar wrong. But when a certain person came to my small high school in my senior year, I can't say I didn't. He was also a senior, and thus ended up having many of the same classes as me. Come to think of it, he was there in all my classes besides the 2 where I took online courses in the office. I had issues from my teachers yelling since I sat in the front of the classroom, but I digress. This isn't about that part of my anxiety after all. Charon, I'm just gonna go with Charon. I apologize if I mispronounce the names because I don't know how to pronounce names. Charon, I'm gonna go with Charon. Charon was his name. He was a little taller than me, but a bit shorter for a guy since I'm only about 5'2.5" inches tall. He didn't really talk much to anyone, but for some reason he talked to me whenever he got the chance. His eyes were the creepiest. They were an even darker hazel than mine, and almost looking completely black. And they had no reflection from the light. That is kind of creepy. I almost just reread that. I'm not sure how, but there wasn't. It kind of creeped me out. So I tended to avoid eye contact. I did that with most everyone anyway, so I figured he wouldn't notice. He'd talk about all sorts of things, from mythology to ghosts, because he'd heard from a friend of mine that was what I was interested in. He sounds like a stalker. No. A few weeks after he arrived, Charon stopped coming to school. As creepy as he was, I kind of missed talking to him. I didn't have many friends, and the ones I did have were all in different classes. So having someone to talk to was a very nice change from my year spent in almost complete silence. It was about a week later since his 5th absence, so he hadn't been in school for about 2 weeks. Four more days and he'd be expelled. It was the weekend, a mid-spring Saturday, when I'd see him again. I lived near a park that rarely had more than a few people visiting, so I'd go there to listen to music while I played on one of the swing sets. Yet, when I got there that evening, I could easily make out his white dress shirt and pants that he tended to wear most often. He probably noticed me before I noticed him. He was already waving as he stood up from his place on the swing. "Natalia, I figured you'd come," he said, with a bit of an eerie smile. Oh. He must have heard from the townspeople that I spent a lot of time here. I was a bit well known for it. I found something you might find interesting on the other side of town. Do you have time? Dude, just say no. I'm telling you to run. I gave the offer a bit of thought. There wasn't much to the town, but I hadn't done much research on the history, so it was likely there'd be something to catch my attention. Besides, the entire town could fit into 1 square mile, so walking there wouldn't be much of a chore. With nothing better to do, I went with him. On our way, we talked mostly about random things that came to mind. I even tried asking where he'd been, but he just dodged the question, saying that we weren't far from our destination. Charon stopped. I'm just trying to mumble out the word because I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I feel bad. Charon stopped, went quiet for a moment before turning to me. Do you see that alleyway? I heard that there was bloody murder at the end of it, that you can even still see the bloodstains left behind. There's rumors that the victim will show up at dusk and stares at whoever is there. I figured we should see if we could find anything. Why don't you go first, and I'll meet you once I get out my camera. Dude, who the heck? I didn't think much of the plan, accepting the offer to go ahead while he set up, nor did I think of what would happen next, obviously. He handed me a copper coin, saying that it'd protect me from any negativity and negative energy that may be present. I went ahead, looking around for any bloodstains that I may see. I don't remember much. I remember there was a sharp pain in my chest, and I remember falling. I don't remember seeing anything, or even hitting the ground. When my consciousness returned, I was in darkness, wandering around for what felt like hours. It took me a long time of walking, but I finally saw a candlelight and ran to it. It was a lantern, suspended from a bow of a boat that almost resembled a very small replica of a Viking ship. There was someone standing there, almost hidden by a shroud, looking downwards so that I couldn't see their hidden face. I wasn't sure what to do, so I finally managed to find my voice. Excuse me. They looked up, slowly turning their head to face me. I froze at the eyes that stared back at me, black and lacking a reflection of the candlelight. He remained silent for a moment, his eyes staring into mine, before he spoke the haunting voice that seemed to echo. You finally made it, Natalia. Now that you're here, give me that copper coin. My arm seemed to move on its own as it reached into the pocket of my jacket, grasped the coin object, and held it out to him. He took it, a shaky, skeleton hand, snatching the coin away before he instructed me to get into the boat. My legs did exactly the same thing, forcing me to climb into the boat and take a seat. When I did, I noticed the river it sailed on was made out of souls. My God. I wish I'd realized who he was before I went into the alley. No, who he is. The ferryman of the underworld, Charon. They say you can still see the bloodstains at the end of the alleyway. Oh! 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 I like that! I like that a lot. Oh my God. I know some people might be like, oh, you're just saying that. No. Oh my God. I really like, that was good. That was pretty interesting. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm so sorry for my terrible grammar. I can't speak right. Hold on. I'm making sure. Ow. Okay. Appearance. Charon has many different forms. Sometimes he appears as an old robed man. As an old robed man. Others a skeletal figure, or rarer occasions a young man. This is for the latter. That is actually pretty unique. That is cool. Species, spirit. Gender, male. Ethnicity? Can't. Greek. Height, 5'11". Weight, 139 pounds. Body type, very skinny, unhealthy. Skin tone, bone pale. Scars, none visible. Eye color, dark gray or black. Hair color, black. Hairstyle, relatively short and messy. He doesn't bother taking care of it. Other notable features. His eyes have a dead look to them. They never reflect light of it from any source. This is a really cool character. So many characters are I just think he's pretty cool. If I had to give anything, I would say, what is his, most tended look? Is he usually the skeletal figure, or is he usually an old world man? Because I think you should probably specify. If he doesn't take care of his hair, does that mean it's kind of greasy? Or, you know? Because, like, if he never takes care of his hair, it sounds like maybe he's greasy, or does he just have bedhead? Okay, clothes. Outside Tartarus. In this form, he typically wears a baggy dress shirt, black pants, and gray dress shoes, which is what he wore in the story. In Tartarus, generally his clothing is either covered by or replaced a black hooded shroud. Okay. After Natalia's death, he keeps the coin she gave him as a sort of prize. That's nice. That's horrible. I thought he had the coin. I thought he gave her a coin. Hold on. I thought he gave her the coin. Didn't he? I thought he handed me a copper coin, saying that it'd protect. It sounds like it's already his prize, though. It sounds like he already keeps it, because he gives it to other people and then says, now give me the coin. So maybe instead of him saying, give me the coin, maybe she has a coin and he says, hey, use that. And then he tells her to give him the coin. Because if not, then it sounds like he didn't care about it until Natalia gave it to him, and then he was like, oh, my prized possession. Personality. In a nutshell, uncaring, manipulative, somewhat sadistic, a good actor, short-tempered, irritable, and greedy. For the most part, Charon could care less about the lives of humans. In his eyes, they're foolish and idiotic. He'd be correct. So he sees no crime in killing a few when he's bored. He's manipulative and greedy, able to act like a nice guy who wouldn't harm a fly, even though to the point of seeming sadistic. He's quick to anger and even quicker to irritate. The only possible redeeming quality to him is that he pities young children who also must go to Tartarus. That's sad. Like, children, Children. Children are always, like, the pinpoint of literally everyone. And there's my OC who just eats them all. But, like, literally, children are always, like, that one point. But, at the same time, like, maybe I feel, I'm trying to think, because, like, I want to say that he should have more backstory, like, how did he become the ferryman, why is he the ferryman, was he just around from the beginning of time, maybe, when he was talking to Natalia and stuff, he kind of brought up, the ferryman, like, you know, and maybe, like, they're like, no, the ferryman is just a joke, what are you talking about, and then, like, maybe, like, he hinted towards the fact that, you know, like, he foreshadowed that that's actually him. I'm just throwing out things. Anyway, quirks. He'll hit people who are acting hesitant about something, mostly if you're a spirit who doesn't want to go to Tartarus. Okay, that's nice. That's not nice at all. Mental disorder. Antisocial personality disorder. Interests, none he can think of. Well, killing. He likes to kill people. That's kind of like an interest. He takes interest in killing people. I don't know. Likes tricking people, coins, quiet, his boat, his lantern, and copper coins. Okay, you just said coins, so you don't need to say copper coins. Or you can just say copper coins and not say coins. You only need one coin, ma'am. Or sir. Oh god, I'm so sorry if I just offended you. Oh, my finger. Dislikes stubborn people / spirits, idiocy / stupidity, irritating children, and hesitant sinners. Maybe he doesn't like loud noises, because if he likes the quiet. Like, a lot of times they dislike loud noises. Abilities. Weapon, none. But then how did he kill the person then? Like, did he just kind of, like, take her heart? Did he? He would have some sort of weapon. Because, you know, I don't know. Yeah, see, because it says caused by small shrapnel placed into their bodies, so you would need his weapon to be the small shrapnels. Levitation. Much like a poltergeist, Charon can move things without needing to be near them, provided he has enough power to do so. He can also have anything he's holding be able to phase through structures such as the human body. That is creepy. I don't want to meet this guy. Mind control. While he can't do this a lot, he can normally manage to grammar. He can normally manage to manipulate a person's mind so that they don't notice that they're about to die. For the most part, it's a precaution. That explains why the one girl was stupid. Motives, greed, and boredom. You should probably also put that it's a job. Targets to killing. Those who don't see it coming and who catch his attention. Well, and the people that he's supposed to kill, because, you know, people isn't he supposed to kill people? Like, technically, like, aren't there certain people he should probably kill? I could be wrong. Don't mind me, just talking here. Preferred killing method. Manipulating their minds until they don't suspect a sudden death caused by small shrapnel placed into their bodies and ruining their organs. So yeah, I think his weapon would be small shrapnel. Home, Tartarus. Current location, River Styx. Affiliation, none. Loyal to Hades. Mother, Nyx. Father, Erebus. I'm sorry, I don't know any of these, so I apologize if these are actual things and I'm like pronouncing all of these wrong. Because I don't know any of these guys. Sisters, none. Brother, Hypnos and Thanatos. Crush, none. Best friends, none. Friends, Konaze and Quintella. Hey, I know Konaze. Enemies, Lady Kyra. Person. Lady. In-depth relationships. Oh no. Natalia. Natalia was one of the few humans to catch his attention, being one who has had so many occurrences and even survived a meeting with Lady Kyra. It's hard for him to not to. However, that is all she is to him, an interesting human, nothing more, nothing left. Charon is also paired with Natalia as a joke. Quintella, another odd human. Though she's at least more tolerable than most of the other humans, she, unlike them, didn't whine and complain constantly over even the smallest of things. She's not interesting enough for him to kill, though, hence why he lets her live. Her time will come on its own. Konaze. Kona is one of the few times where Charon can consider someone an odd case. I thought he just considered the other person an odd case. Considering he's been around for so long and seen most everything, normally demon possessions aren't this severe, and it's quite amusing for him to see the demon killing relentlessly while the human side tries to stop them. She's not very nice. Lady Kyra. Blah, blah, blah. I make so many random noises. I apologize for that. Lady Kyra. Charon doesn't like Lady Kyra. Charon, sorry. Not at all. Okay. He'll be civilized with her at times, but he considers a thief who's been stealing possible souls from him to be part of her cult. Not only that, but she likes to irritate him. Oh, that's a good reason, I guess. Blood type. O negative. Zodiac, none. Birthday, unknown. Favorite food, none. Favorite color, neutral colors. Favorite flower, orchid. Favorite season, winter. And then he has musical themes that I'm not going to list. Oh, Jeff Hardy Lover left. Bah! Like, I was supposed to review Jeff Hardy Lover, who is Lady Kyra, and then she just deactivated, and I don't understand why. I was really excited to review the OC, and then I checked their bio, and they were gone. I was like, God, no, come back. Anyway. Overall, I really do like this OC. Like, I find that he's extremely original. Like, I think he's unique, and I like him because he's different. you know? And he's not related with the Slenderman characters. He's not related with any of the proxies. He's not in the canon character base kind of thing. Well, they're not really canon characters, but they're similar to canon characters. But he's not in that area, you know? And he's his own character. He's off on his own thing. He's where Hades is, which is so unused. And I really like it. I feel like the story needs more work, because the story, again, is kind of rushed. And it doesn't really make much sense, because, like, while he is manipulative and stuff, maybe at first you should express that, like, he's maybe the main character, Natalia, maybe at first she's kind of like, but I don't really trust this guy, and then suddenly her whole, like, her perception changes repeatedly. Like, at first she's like, I've never trusted someone so much, and then she starts to, but, you know, da-da-da-da, and so she starts to change slowly to kind of show that there's obviously something going on there. I like that his relationships are you have in-depth relationships. Oh, my jaw hurts. I like his abilities. You need weaknesses. You need to have his strengths and weaknesses so that people know, like, because, I mean, even if he can't be killed, he can obviously be stopped at some points. And you need to point that out. That's about it. You have this really well thought out. I like his bio, I like his design, I like his, what he does, why he does it. He's just overall really good design and OC. Like, I'm really liking him so far. And I can't wait to see more of him, hear more about him. He seems like a really interesting character, and I will be looking forward to more info. With that, I really do hope that I helped you in some way with this review. I hope that I get to see more about them in the future. And I really hope that I don't offend anyone with these videos. I know I say it a lot, but I really don't mean to hurt anyone. And if I hurt anyone with my videos and I make them feel bad, it's not on purpose. And my reviews aren't meant to be degrading. They aren't meant to be condescending. Nothing like that. I want to help everyone, and I want to give what I feel that they deserve, because I personally understand how it feels to go searching for a reviewer and someone to at least critic my work, and no one does it. Like, I ask, like, I'll be like, hey guys, you know, I have this OC right here, I need people to review it, please, and then everyone blows me off. So, I mean, I understand when people are really genuinely looking for an OC to be reviewed, and when no one is willing to review OCs, it's really hard, and I understand that. And that's why I'm so willing and happy when people ask me to review their OCs, because it's like, you know. And I just want everyone to know that I will never mean it in a mean way. Even if I sound mean, even if I sound like I just totally hate your OC, anything like that, I feel like every OC deserves a chance. And if you can edit them, you know, that's great. And I may not ever, there may be times where I don't like an OC, or I like an OC more than I like another OC, but I'm not gonna review your character based off of which one I like more, you know? Like, I'm not gonna be like, well, if you were more like this OC, then you would be so much better. Because, I mean, just because I don't like them doesn't mean that they don't have a good storyline. It doesn't mean that they don't have a good background. It just means that I personally am not into how they are. And like I said, I'm not gonna be mean about it. And I want people to know that, because I'm never meaning to be mean. I'm never meaning to come out and attack people, because I feel bad if people feel hurt by me and what I say. And it's just, you know, I don't want anyone to feel like they can't come to me, or they can't ask me for reviews, or they can't even just talk to me in general. Like, if you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. I may not be able to respond right away, but I'm always here. I'm always open to conversations. And if you just need someone to vent to, or you just need someone to cry to, or talk to, just freaking, you know, blow up my message box, and I'll come on and be like, yo, you must want to talk to me. Like, I'm always open for it. because I want everyone to know that I do love everyone, and I don't have to know you to love you, because I find that every person is beautiful, and every person is worth it, and every life means so much to me. And I know some people are like, oh, you sound like such a sap, you sound so stupid, but that's not the case. That's not the case. Because I'm serious. I'm not just saying it because I want people to like me, and I'm not just saying it because I think, that I'll get more publicity. I'm saying it because I genuinely care about all of you. And I know that I don't know a lot of you, and I know that a lot of you may not like me, and a lot of you may think I'm fake, and I understand, because I know a lot of people anymore are very, very cold, very standoffish, but I've always felt this way. I've always felt like when I see things where people are needing someone to talk to, I've always wanted to reach out to them, but I'm very shy, and I don't know how to reach out to people, but I'm always here, and if you ever just need someone to talk to, I'm like right here. And I know I'm nothing special, and I know I'm nothing, I'm perfect, and I'm not amazing, and I make mistakes, and I may not always have the best responses to problems, and I may not always have advice, but you can at least talk to me. And I got off topic again, but I always do that, so that's just me. Like, if you're gonna ask for a review, expect like a bunch of off-topic conversation at the end, and in the beginning, and in the middle, and during the review, and anyway, I'll leave you guys with that. And I want to say that I'm going to try to actually have better spaced out reviews this next week. Like I said, I had so much going on. And with that, I will say thank you all for listening to this review. I will talk to all of you in the next one. And I hope you have a great day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you guys. And I think that's all. Kurokku out!